name is Amanda Duffin. I just came to Uganda from Washington, D.C. with the George Washington University, where I'm a medical student for a physician assistant. I came here at the invitation of Kathy Chisholm to the Dream One World School in Kasenge, Uganda. And this is Edward Mpaji, whose dream it was to make this all happen. Thank you. So I will show you some of the school and everything that's been done so far with the very gracious help of the donors involved. The well that was completed in 2013, it's a big pride in the community. It's one of the only wells in the area, so it's a huge support for this community. It goes 100 feet down, you have clean water. Since 2013, it has never gone dry, and none of the students have ever been ill from it. So it's very good water supply, and very blessed to have it. Because right now we're in the dry season, it's extremely difficult to find water, and you don't want the children walking in this heat to go and get clean water to drink and to wash their hands. So it increases hygiene and hydration, which is very, very good. So thank you so much to the donors who helped make this. It's a very big deal. It's definitely changing lives, so thank you. This is a huge blessing. So this is going to be the boys' dormitory, and we'll have the separation of boys and girls, which is very good. The bricks here are also done in the ceiling, and they have a couple windows set up, but once again, it has to be completed in order to be safe for the children. Over here, you can get a better idea. It's going to be pretty large. Once the dormitories are completed, I'm told that we can put another 150 children into the school here, and they will stay at the orphanage, so they do not have to constantly be going back and forth between their guardians, which is quite a walk. But yeah, it's going to have a lot of good light and fresh air for them, which is very good outside the city. It's very peaceful in this village, so it'll be a good transition for them. So here I am standing, behind me were the dorms that I was talking about, and Edward, who's relaxing in the shade. It's very hot today. And here what we have is the mostly completed teacher's home, which is a great installment. And so you can see they will be able to live right next door to the children and always be able to stay with them and give them guidance, keep them safe, make sure they're healthy. It's only got one room inside, but it's very sturdy. We have the windows in place and the doors. We need to finish the floors though. And if you look up, you can see this ceiling needs to be sealed off, and then it'll be ready to go. Also, if you look over here, you can kind of see they have a very reliable electricity supply in the area, but it can still go out. So in the future, when the children live here, we're going to need a very good big generator. Okay, so in here we have the finished kitchen. And it's a huge help because not only does it allow them to feed the children twice a day, but also it can be used as a second classroom until we have the other classes completed. This is very important because the ministry in the area requires that students in different grades be separated. So until we can get the other classrooms up and built through the very gracious help of the donors, this is also being used as a classroom. The children are learning English, and they're very, very good at it, but they're a little shy to try and speak English with me, but they know what they're doing, and in the other classroom they're learning how to write very, very clearly. Can I show? Yeah, learning cursive. So they're doing a lot of great work in here. So this is the kitchen. The children do eat twice a day as far as I have seen. In the morning they were having porridge that I saw, and in the afternoon they had beans, and it's a maize, corn maize that's boiled down into like a very good rice pancake almost. It's very good. So I had some for lunch yesterday. But yeah, so the children are getting fed here. It's hit or miss if they ever get fed at home because just the increased poverty in the area. So this is a definite lifeline for them. All right, this is the bathroom. It is the only one in the area that is actually emptied, which makes it a huge benefit for hygiene, stopping spread of disease. This, for me, as someone who's invested in medical, is a really, really big deal. So in here, you will have, I think it's 6 different stalls, basically. They're built into the ground, which is common in this area, so it's not a raised toilet. But the beauty of this one is that every few years, less with more usage, it will be cleaned out. So a truck will come, and it's almost like a septic tank. We'll completely clean it, which is very, very, very important for making sure that you don't have high rates of, fecal-oral diseases like the stomach flus that you'll get, fevers. So it helps stop that spread with the children, which is very, very important. Also, I've seen a lot of hand hygiene, which is great. The kids know to wash their hands all the time, which is a big deal. But this is actually just kind of a marvel for this area. You don't find things like this here. And the fact that there was so much education and knowledge to try and build something like this first is just, it's brilliant. I'm so proud of Dream One World for putting this here. It's a really big deal. Alright, so just to give you a good layout of where everything is on this property. So that's the teacher's home that we spoke about. And then the dormitories, both of them, that are separated by a wall in between. And then the tank also. This is the library that we haven't looked in yet because the students are in class. And next to it, the yellow house is the kitchen, where we also are using it as a classroom right now. So it's, and then the bathrooms are up in the corner, back here. And the property back there, there's the attempt to try and plant some food, but because of the climate, it's very difficult. So the rest of it is going to be, all of this is going to be turned into 5 other classrooms that the different grades of students can use. And there will be one in the back for, I think, grade 6, we said. So if we can do that, because as I said, the ministry requires that each of the different classes of students for their age group have to be separated in order to be approved. And I understand that the ministry actually comes by frequently to make sure that that's something that's being taken care of. So the faster we can get these classrooms built, the better. Because even if we can bring the students in to live in the dormitories, if they don't have the separate classrooms to learn, the government can get involved to shut it down. So that you need to create a simultaneous wave of support where we have the classrooms and the dorms done at the same time for the benefit of the children. There's, like I said, there's about 50 children here now, all different ages. I think the oldest I met was 10 years old. And then with the dormitories completed and the classrooms, I think total 150. So that'll be a huge benefit for the community. Everything that's been done so far and in the future is completely free labor. The neighbors are so excited to have this here. I know Ivan helps a lot. He lives across the way. I met his family yesterday. They're very sweet. But yeah, free labor, all they ask in return is they get a nice lunch, which is so kind. But this is such a big deal in the area. I came across so many schools in Kampala and in the villages on the way here, but they're all so expensive and private. One of the high schools I saw, it would cost, what, $200 for 3 months to go there. $200 is a really, really big deal. And if you're an orphan in Uganda, whether it be from HIV, from your parents who are in jail, or your father was on death row, it's not the child's fault, but because there is no public education program here that's large enough to reach the people who need it, these orphans ultimately go without schooling. And so they're at a disadvantage. And you don't want to continue the cycle where the parents came into a situation of poverty and a lack of education and maybe criminal behavior. The child shouldn't have to suffer and follow the same fate. So if we can create a school here where we can get 150 students who know something and are given this opportunity, they will spread it out to their community. They teach everyone around them. And so when you affect the life of one child, you'll affect the entire community around them. So Dream One World, the school here would be nothing without the teachers. They are so important. They give everything in their lives to this place, and they do it for nothing. It's completely volunteer. They've been here from the beginning, and they deserve all of our respect and continued support. So these are the beautiful children of Dream One World School, and they are telling the white person goodbye. And they are so grateful to be here every day and have a good time, and they're one big family now. So it's so good to see, and they're so smart, and they're so happy to be here. And it's been an absolute blessing to come here and meet all of them. We have all ages, we have all backgrounds, we have all religions at this school. And it is totally about tolerance and compassion and loving each other and being there for each other. So this is their new family, and it's a big one. So thank you so much for your donations and support, and you are making a huge change in the life of a lot of children. So thank you. So that's that. Bye, Bazungu! Bye, Bazungu!